Mr. J's Big Book of Movies hit its first milestone with 10 subscribers. Thank you to all and keep spreading the word. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another action-packed episode of Mr. J's Big Book of Movies, where my quest is to find the best movies in the land to put into my Big Book of Movies. What is the Big Book of Movies? The Big Book is a personal collection of films I feel that should be recognized for what they are. What does it take to get into the Big Book of Movies? Viewers like you. And as before, I was challenged by another viewer to see if this specific movie can get into the Book of Movies. So, Kat, today's episode is dedicated to you. To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, was released on September 8th, 1995, and was directed by Biban Kidron. I hope I pronounced that correctly. IMDb states that 3 drag queens travel cross-country until their car breaks down, leaving them stranded in a small town. Talk about basic. I mean, I would say on their way to California, their car breaks down, leaving them stranded in a small country town. But I mean, that is what happens. So, it's okay premise. First in line, we have the rewatch factor. With this one, I actually gave the rewatch factor a 3. This is a perfect TV movie. You know, the only time that anything needs to be bleeded out is I believe there's only one use of the word nigger. Thumbs up for 1995. Other than that, it's a very funny movie. I doubt it would be able to be made today. It's so inappropriate, but I hope people would be able to view the humor for what it is. Although there's a lot of political incorrectness about it, I hope they're able to enjoy the movie for what it is. So with that, I give the rewatch factor a 3. Next up, we have storyline. Storyline pissed me off. I gave it a 2 because they didn't achieve the goal that they set out to do. Yes, they made it to California. Yes, they made it to the beauty pageant. But they never found out who Wong Fu was. That was their goal. They saw the picture. They wanted to find out who Wong Fu was and give Wong Fu that picture. They never did. They never achieved that goal. So, if that's part of the plot, and that part of the plot was never achieved, you don't get points for that. So, the storyline-wise, you get a 2. Character-wise, this movie was ridiculous. I give characters a 4 because it's funny. It was so funny, I actually woke my lady up, and she came to see what I was doing because I was laughing so hard, you know? And it's like, you can't take this movie seriously. You have to take it for the charm that it has. My favorite character was the one lady that no one thought spoke, and then when she finally spoke, you know, she became friends with Noxzema. And then when she had her hippie outfit on, that was like the most adorable thing in the world. And it was just funny. The acting was great, and the fact that, you know, these were like male heartthrobs at their time, and the fact they were able to pull this off, that shows versatility. I'm sorry, but if you're a heartthrob male and you could pull off an excellent woman, that's props to you. So no Academy Awards, but you sure as hell get a 4. As the characters bleed into appearance, I'm not joking, gets a 5. This is Academy Award material. How they were able to turn these, like Patrick Swayze, you know, Wesley Snipes, and John Leguizamo, you know, having his makeup, you know, looking at it from the actual actor to their makeup styling, it's phenomenal. Like, you have to admit that. So definitely appearance gets a 5 in my book. Last but not least, you have enjoyment. You know, I never knew about this movie in the first place until I was given this challenge. This came out in 1995, I think, and I don't remember seeing any previews about this. I don't remember being in theaters. I don't remember it at all. And when I was told about this, I was like, you know, it's a challenge. I'll take the challenge. And I'm glad I watched this. And with that being said, I give it a 4. I mean, it was so funny. And I woke people up while I was watching it. You know, my lady came out and asked what I was doing, what I was watching, because I was laughing so hard. And my favorite line of the whole movie is, "Get your hand off my dick." I'm never gonna forget that. That shit was funny as hell. So enjoyment, definite 4. Not quite a 5, but I'm always gonna remember it, and it's always gonna be a 4. All right, this is the time we've all been waiting for, where we add up the categories, because the categories equal a score, and the score equals a grade. Starting at the top, we have the rewatch factor clocking in at 3 points. The storyline clocks in at 2 points. The characters clock in at 4 points. The appearance clocks in at 5 points. And the enjoyment clocks in at 4 points. Is a total of 18, and that 18 equals a B. But the big question is, does To Wong Fu make it into the big book of movies? You know, I really had a problem with that ending. And that is grounds for termination. I mean, you did not do what you planned to do. You didn't achieve the goal of the whole movie. But at the same time, I'm always going to remember this movie. I'm never going to forget this movie. And with that impact that it has on me, I'm going to give it acceptance into the big book of movies. Well, that's all the time we have here today on Mr. J's Big Book of Movies. Don't forget, new episodes every Saturday. Don't forget, you can follow me anytime, anywhere on our Facebook fan page at I4Mr. You can listen to my podcast, Eye for an Eye, with Mr. J, which comes out every Tuesday and Thursday. Follow me on Apple Podcast, Google Play, and even Stitcher. Follow our Twitter page at Eye for an Eye, spelled just like the podcast. And by all means, email me, mws_216@yahoo.com. And by all means, the most important thing of all, leave suggestions, comments, questions, concerns. This is how viewer challenges are had, because I need your input. And as far as I'm concerned, this challenge has been closed.